back with another video with me. I'm sorry.
Cool.
And today we're gonna do the second part of Tupac interview.
The Ed Gordon.
Yeah, the Ed Gordon interview.
Yeah.
So, you ready to get into it?
Yep.
All right.
I wouldn't have took the same mistakes, but I made those mistakes. And that was my job to stop somebody else from making those same mistakes, to lay it out, to lay out the real map on your world and how it is. Everything I'm saying is a warning, is a plea for help. If everybody is so goddamn worried about me, why ain't nobody came to help me? You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to be no star. This ain't my job. I don't care if everybody don't cheer for me. You know what I'm saying? If you're not cheering for me for what I'm doing, don't cheer for me. Don't cheer because you think I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? Screw that. Cheer for me for what I'm doing, for what I stand for. And when I go to jail, you should cheer louder. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm standing up for what I do. I'm not robbing nobody, not stealing from nobody. I never took nothing. Everything I do to represent my people. I do because I think this is what they want me to do. This is all I want to say. For all them people that doubt me, I had no record all my life. Okay? No record, no police record, until I made a record. As my video was debuting on MTV, I was behind bars getting beat up by the police department. I got a $10 million lawsuit. They said they would settle with me and everything. You know what I'm saying? But nobody cared about that. That wasn't blew up all in the news. They did not see me on TV with my eye busted, my head busted. There's pictures of those.
In Oakland,
yes, in Oakland. You don't see them pictures. You see pictures of Tupac coming out of jail in cuffs. You don't see pictures of the police standing over me beating my brains in. You don't see that. But I see that. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it's all real. And I feel like just like a woman
that's pretty much before social media, so they couldn't get all that. Couldn't get all that.
Thank you. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
What you were saying?
So you couldn't get all that back in the day, with video. Now we got, video cameras.
Oh, yeah, they recording everything.
everything.
Like, police, soon as they see them doing wrong, they turn them cameras on.
Got the cameras on, so if Pac would have had that, he would have more of a case, anytime he had to go to court.
Right. And like I said before, though, like, the media is real funny. Like, it picks and chooses what they want to tell. They don't want to tell the whole story. They just pick and choose what they want you to see, what they want you to know. Mm-hmm. So that's probably why, they want to make him look at like the bad guy versus, the reason why.
Well, of course. Yeah, they all want to make him look bad. Mm-hmm. And it's funny how, as soon as you start succeeding in life, that's when they, want to start kind of messing with you.
Yeah. That's how it goes. When he make a name for himself, he's like, wait a minute, people listening to him. He actually talking about something, like they trying to, put an end to that, like, real quick.
Right.
So, I get it. Let me jump a little bit.
Pictures of those.
In Oakland,
yes, in Oakland. You don't see them pictures. You see pictures of Tupac coming out of jail in cuffs. You don't see pictures of the police standing over me beating my brains in. You don't see that. But I see that. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? So it's all real. And I feel like just like a woman that's raped, any woman that's raped would never, ever allow herself to be raped again. Am I correct? Any woman that's violated would never allow herself to be violated again. Same thing.
There are going to be people who sit here and say, how can you say that when you're faced with that charge?
That's how I can say it. We got people in my own community that will get me. Why? Because I got it. Now this girl, who I can't say her name, but if I was to say her name, 1,000 all over the world would go, I put this on everything I love, on everything I love. When I was in Atlanta, I was pulled over at a gas station. Some dudes from New York pulled over next to me and told me the girl's name. They said, I know the girl that did it. They told me her name and where she's from, say she's scandalous. I can't go on TV talking about this girl, because that's what they want me to do. They want me to get on TV and talk about my black sister as a hoe, and she's a bitch, and she's a money grubber. I ain't fit to say that. I don't have to do that to show that I'm innocent. You know what I'm saying? I'm not guilty. People should look me in my eyes. They should look me in my eyes. And anybody that thinks I committed that rape should go get Brenda's Got a Baby and keep your head up and listen to him thoroughly.
It was hard to imagine that you would do that.
It shouldn't be nothing it should not even be, to me, I have no patience for anybody that doubts me. None, at all. It's too hard out here. You know what I'm saying? If my people don't stand up for me, who is? I understand these white folks looking at me like that because they don't know me. They didn't hear keep your head up. That ain't no fluke. Keep your head up ain't no goddamn come up. I didn't do that for to be smiling in my face to say, oh, he's cool. I did that from my heart. So that if they do try to put a rape charge on me, my sisters could say he ain't about that. Now, if my sisters can't say that, you won't hear another keep your head up out my mouth. You understand me? Because it's a struggle on young black males today. What would a Vietnam vet be like without a sergeant, without any backup, without any other soldiers, nobody but a Vietnam vet in Vietnam? When he came home, how would he be? And that's me. I had to go through all that street, war, everything, the same drugs that everybody else get turned out on. You know, where I would have been stopped short of, I made it past. And here's where I am. But because I made it past, I missed some lessons, you know what I'm saying? And you can see the lessons that I missed when you talk to me. You can see where I haven't had a father when you talk to me. You know what I'm saying? You can see where I spent a lot of my time in the streets when you talk to me. Because the words that I say are not words that come from a mother's mouth or a father's mouth. It's words that comes from a pimp's mouth or a prostitute or a hustler or a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? But to me, these were my role models.
How much of that, though, in terms of growing up without a father, sometimes not being with your mother, do you lament on and look back and say, damn, I missed something big?
Everything. I know for a fact that had I had a father, had I had someone, and I hate saying this because white people love hearing black people talk about this, but had I had a father, had I had some of these opportunities, I'd have been able to help my mother more. She wouldn't have went the road she went. I could have been a better son. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't have went that road. It was the absence of my father. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with him being daddy not being there. My mother's dealing with him being my man not being there. You know, so many problems in our community that affect everything. So by me not having that, I ain't never want to hear nothing about no kind of relationships between a black man and a black woman. I knew they didn't work. Because as far as I knew, my daddy was the coolest dude out there. And my mama was a Panther. So if they didn't work, it don't work. That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? And going out there, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching my mother just go through changes and everything. It's like my mother's my partner. She a soldier. You know, she a soldier like I'm a soldier. You know, and I watched the peep the game that she went through. If I would have went the same way my mother went had not she did her route and showed me where it went wrong with her. My mother always told me, don't you ever, ever just...
That was a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Man, like...
Yeah, the environment, you know, that you in is gonna, you know, that's what you're gonna portray and who you're gonna, you know, kind of look up to and turn into, actually,
right.
You know, your environment. So.
Yeah, like he said, like you can see he missed some lessons. But, I mean, I feel like he gained some lessons at the same time because, you know, it's things that school can't teach you that, like, real life, you know. They got, like, book smart, street smart. He got more of the street smart.
Well, yeah, he got a lot of street smarts. And, you know, I guess, you know, he read books. So, you know, reading books definitely helped. You know, not a lot of people in the hood read.
Right.
But he was one of those that just happened to read. So, you know, it helped him pass those barriers a little bit.
Yeah. So, but he was also talking about him not having his father and his mother, you know, like in and out of his life.
Were they both? I think they both was Panthers, but he just wasn't around, I guess. But you know, she was around, you know, as a single struggle and mother.
So I mean, you think he's like right, like when you don't have that role model, because I mean, a lot of people don't have that father figure, but they still
succeed in life.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even say succeed, but like I don't know, they don't let that kind of like deter them, you know, from acting a certain way.
Some people are different, you know. They take that, you know, that not having a father and say, let me just be better since he's not here.
Right.
I want to, you know, be there for everybody else and do better than what my father did. So some people think like that, and some people like, well, if I had a father, you know, I probably would have known how to talk to girls. Right. I probably would know how to fix on cars, you know, stuff like that.
Okay.
You know.
So I guess
everybody's
you go
different.
Right. It just depends on how you look at the glass half empty, half full, I guess you could say.
Volunteer yourself to our people, because they'll use you. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? She also told me to follow my heart and for me to be the leader.
But it's interesting to see just the change in your face, your reaction, your thought process.
That's all I ever wanted to do. Ask my mama. I wanted to go to college. I went to school all the way and was ready to go to college. The only thing that stopped me was money. The time all the kids in my school was writing applications.
People in the hood, you know, there's a lot of people that's smart, that's from the hood, but they just can't make it because of money.
Yeah.
And it's not a lot of programs out there. I mean, they got financial aid, but financial aid only give you so much to make it. Like you was talking about when you was trying to go to school and you need a baby.
Yeah, you need a baby or make under 14K or they not going to help you. Like, it's crazy. I mean,
but if you go to those other neighborhoods, some of them are, I won't say privileged, but they silver spoon. So they, their parents got the tools. They got the tools. They got the money.
Or they community helping them or something, They're making the way. But I guess it just depends where you live.
It depends,
who you are.
To go to college, I didn't have no lights and no electricity. And that ain't my mama's fault. You know what I'm saying? So when I think back to that, I'm not thugging for me. I'm thugging for my family. I pay all the bills. You know what I'm saying? I feed my whole family. Wrong or right, I do. And I can't stop. You know what I'm saying? And if thugging is going to make me $1 million because it just got me platinum, then that's what I got to do constantly. And if it makes me feel, because right now, I feel satisfied. I don't feel like I've ever embarrassed myself or my people, in nothing that I've done. And yet and all, I got the whole world fearing me. You know what I'm saying? At 23, weighing 160 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even started. I haven't even wrote my plan out yet. And they scared. I got the vice president know who I am, the president, every cop in every city. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't even started working out a plan. We killing each other because we killing ourselves. We not, when another man, I know, I've been in a position, it's out of our control. It's not like he wants to kill. He just doesn't want to die. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's that situation when you got, we are living in a war zone. It's not as easy as these people are making us think, that they just got some criminal-ass black kids with guns. It is not like that. We live in hell. We live in the gutter. We got us stacked up 80 deep in one building. By the time you get out your house, you strapped to protect yourself. Because you living in the same community that the police is carrying rifles and riot gear. They need them riot, excuse my language, I'm so sorry. The same reasons they need the riot hat, the riot jacket, the flak jacket, the double vest, the 9mm Glocks with extra bullets, the tear gas, the mace, all that. Who do you think the police is using that against? Dogs? So we fighting the same villains that they fight in the street. But instead of them seeing us fighting villains in the street, we all villains.
Is your generation the one that is picking up for where the Panthers left off, saying, all right, enough is enough? The generation before us forgot about the fight. We're picking it back up.
Not only forgot about the fight, forgot about us. Yes, and we're picking it back up. But at this level, all we're trying to do is unite. And right now, as a year, we got 1 million people that's listening. Now we can tell them something. Now we can try to get them that way, and we might lose some. We might gain some, but we would never even have that audience had we not said what was real. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing for us to remember is that the same crime element that white people are scared of, black people are scared of. The same crime element that white people fear, we fear. So we defend ourselves from the same crime element that they scared of. You know what I'm saying? While they waiting for legislation to pass and everything, we next door to the killer. We next door to him, because we up in the projects where it's 80 in the building. All them killers that they letting out, they right there in that building. But it's better, just because we black, we get along with the killers or something? We get along with the rapists because we black and we from the same hood? What is that? We need protection too.
Finally, I want to ask you about something that someone else asked you in the interview, and I thought the answer was interesting because I think it speaks to you and your generation a lot. Someone said, where do you see Tupac 10 years from now? You said, hey, I just want to be alive. That's real for you.
That's so real. I made a metamorphosis. I'm a new person today because I used to strongly and honestly, I feel like I could represent my generation so much because I honestly did not care whether I lived or died. But now I cannot die with people thinking I'm a rapist or a criminal. I can't leave until this is straight. I'm not suicidal. I can't go until y'all really know what time it is. And then after that, boom, it's all over. And we can see, how this shit fall. But that's how it is. And the reason being is because if I can't live free, if I can't live with the same respect as the next man, I don't want to be here. Because God has cursed me to see what life should be like. If God wanted me to be this person and be happy here, he wouldn't let me feel so oppressed. He wouldn't let me feel so trampled on. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't let me think the things I think. So I feel like I'm doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't have nothing to pass around for people to put money in the bucket don't mean I ain't doing God's work. I feel like I'm doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? Because these ghetto kids ain't God's children. And I don't see no missionaries coming through there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing God's work. While Reverend Jackson do his up in the middle class and he go to the White House and have dinner and pray over the president, I'm up in the hood, you know what I'm saying, doing my work with my folks. And just because I don't live there don't mean I don't go there. I got to go there because I can't hang nowhere else.
Oh, it stopped like that?
Yeah, I guess so.
That was a good speech. I mean...
Yeah, he always keeping it real.
True. Yeah. Like, I mean, I felt that ending. He was talking about, you know, we live in, you know, right next door to the criminals.
Yeah.
Like, they just trying to protect themselves.
Right, they trying to protect them from them, but we stuck next to them, too.
Right. Like, so many times you hear, like, you know, it takes a little bit longer for the police to get to certain areas versus, you know, the rich areas. So, I mean, what are you to do? Like, you got to protect your family just like the next person.
Right.
I didn't even hear about him being a rapist or, you know, that case.
Yeah, they said he was. Well, one lady claimed that she got raped by him. But
Like, it's just, I don't know. It just don't be making sense. Like, these famous people be getting these lawsuits. Like, you know.
Well, a lot of them just trying to get something out of them, some money out of them.
That's what it seems like.
That's what most of them do.
I'm like, come on, Tupac, he got all the game.
But I don't know about R. Kelly, though.
Oh, yeah, well, we gave him back, so we ain't gonna talk about it. But, I mean, anything you took out from the speech,
I mean, you just speaking what's real in the hood, you know, and it's, I would say the bad thing is with, you know, him going back, but, you know, he was helping, trying to help. You know, like he said, God's word, trying to help his people get out of the rough, but unfortunately, you know, being in that environment, you know, that's, you know,
pulled them in,
and, you know, kept them in that spot.
Yeah. I do want to say, like, it is crazy because we just, like, seen the dude, the white guy, what's his name, Kyle or something, walking around with the rifle or something and shot 2 people. Yeah. And, like, why don't, you know, certain people consider scary? Like, if I seen anybody walking down the street with a big old gun, like, I'm running. I don't care what color you are. I don't care you black, like, oh, that's my homie, I know. No.
Yeah, I'm not standing around nobody with a gun. So.
I'm not.
But the whole thing is they are of the same race, so in most cases, they okay and comfortable with them having it. As opposed to us having a gun. It's more like we dangerous with a gun. We out to come and kill them, you know, if we was to have a gun.
Yeah. I don't know. We just I feel like we need to do better, like as people. Yes, like, why can't we just be people? Why we gotta be race separated? I don't know.
It's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
Things are changing, you know, but it's gonna take time.
Alright. Well, thank y'all for watching. Thumbs up you like the video.
If you like that video.
Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Share. And
we want to get to 1,000, so, you know, tell your friends to share the channel, you know, and get us, you know, get some subscribers for us so we can hit that 1,000 mark.
All right.
And we out.
Next time. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.